Okay. So, future me here. I am using a new camera, which you'll hear me talk about in this video. There's a lot of white noise. I'm sorry. I'm figuring it out. And it's not as clear as I would like it to be because I had some of my settings messed up. I thought I had it on the right settings. And now I'm playing around with it more, post-production, looking at it like, it's not terrible, but it's like not what it should be. So, me filming this right now is actually me testing different settings, so this probably is going to look better than the rest of the video, quite possibly. So, sorry in advance. Okay, so this is really weird. I have a new camera that I am filming with. I bought a Canon 80D off of my coworker, and that is what I'm filming with. So I've always filmed like with my front-facing camera on my phone or like on my laptop, so I'm really hoping that this is better quality, but I'm a little thrown off right now because I'm looking at the camera and I have my laptop set up as my viewfinder, so I'm also learning the settings still and all of that, so bear with me. Ooh, I burped. So bear with me. Hopefully this turns out good, and right now I just have my camera settings to what looks good in my room and my lighting right now, but I did watch some videos on it, and yeah, hopefully this works out. Today, it's not gonna be like tutorial style. I'm not gonna be going in depth, but I am talking about a lot of new makeup, and my thoughts on it. Only, let's see, 3 of the things that I'm mentioning, I have not used at all yet. The other things I've tried at least a couple times or once or twice, but let's hop in. So the first product I am going to talk about is the new Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. It is a medium to full coverage, supposed to be like a natural kind of satin finish. It has hyaluronic acid in it, so it is hydrating. But let's see, hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, glycerin. It says this long-wearing, oil-free, natural finish foundation hydrates and blurs imperfections for the ultimate soft focus look. Now I did try this the other day. I had the shade medium 9. I loved the way it went on the other day. However, I did not love the way it wore. So I'm going to try it again today. I am going to probably just go out for a little bit. But it broke up really bad on my forehead, which is probably the clearest, smoothest spot on my face. So the fact that it broke up on my forehead is actually kind of concerning. And it's hard to judge foundations when you're wearing a mask all day, but I will say this transferred on my mask more than anything else I've worn, and I set it with my Mercier powder, so not really sure, but I'm going to give it another try. I blended it out with the Beauty Blender. However, it does come with, very nice brush, it comes with it. It's a synthetic foundation brush. I really do like the brush. It did come for free, at least at Ulta it did. I just dropped my phone. And yeah, so maybe we'll try it with the brush today and see if I like it any better. I am going to do some like check-ins hopefully throughout the day with my iPhone, and I'll insert those clips on what I think. But the other day, it broke up really bad on my face and transferred really bad on my mask. So, that's just my thoughts so far. But I will say it went on beautifully, so if you don't have to go anywhere where you have to wear a mask, or at least not wear one for a long period of time, you might like it. Okay, so this foundation does have 40 shades. I will say I thought the shade range looked really good. We're going to try this again, though. So they had neutral undertones, they had warm, they had pink, and then they also did have some for olive skin tones because those can be difficult to match sometimes. So I did think that they did a really good job on the shade range. And again, it looked beautiful when it went on, so we'll see. I still feel like it looks broken up though. We'll say the packaging is really nice. It's a really nice glass bottle. It has a pump. I do like the packaging. Just not sure about how it's sitting on the texture of my skin. I will say this color is almost matches me too good. I actually like when my foundation's a little bit darker. I know it's kind of a no-no in the makeup world, but for some reason when you have like large pores and you have texture, ooh, I'm not in focus. Focus on me. When you have large pores and texture and like acne scarring, I feel like when you go a little too light, you see it sit in your pores more, and I feel like your acne scars almost poke through with like a little bit of a gray cast, if that makes sense. And I feel like I don't have that problem when I go a little bit darker than what my skin tone is. I feel like I'm blinded by filming because I'm not used to actually looking directly into my ring light. I'm trying to look how much this foundation was. I think it's $20. It's $20, so it's it's a mid-range price, but I don't know if you guys can see. Let's get really close. I'm gonna stand up, but I need to dim my lights. This is the stuff I need to figure out, but it like sits in my pores really weird. Yeah, this might go back, honestly. I went back to my Revlon Colors Day the other day, and my skin looked so good. Yeah, I don't love this, to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna go in with concealer. This product is not new. Going in with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light. I might skip over the parts that aren't new products because I don't think you guys are interested in seeing me blend out Shape Tape for the bazillionth time, so I'm going to go ahead and just skip this. Okay, so my concealer is blended out. I use a Tarte Shape Tape, and then I set it with the Too Faced Born This Way powder. And the next product I'm going to mention is not new, but it's like a newfound love, I guess you could say. It is a powder that I used to use all the time. It's the Laura Mercier Balance and Brighten. I'm going to set my face with that. I need a brush. I'm using the shade Light. Yeah, I used to love this powder, and then it used to be sold at Ulta, and then she pulled her brand out of Ulta. I actually thought the brand was going away, and then I saw that she was still selling her stuff on her website. So I bought this. And then I also bought her Balance and Brighten Baked Blush in the shade Pink Grapefruit, which I'll also apply. Just kind of breezing through some of these not super new products. Gonna use Anastasia Bronzer in the shade Rich Amber, I think. Yep. I feel like I always have this problem where I look normal in person and then I look super pale on camera. I went a little too low with my bronzer. This is the Balance and Brighten Baked Blush in the shade Pink Grapefruit. It has a really pretty luminosity to it. I did use a small one in my last video because I still had some left because I had talked about ordering it. So that is that. Okay, now finally an actually new product. Again, iced. Anastasia, it is their new highlighter in the shade Iced Out. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm like, how do I do things with this new camera? I'm so sorry if I keep looking away. I'm just like trying to make sure I'm in focus and that the color doesn't look weird. But I look super pale and clowny on here. We're just gonna keep going. This isn't like, again, not really a tutorial, so I'm not trying to like do a really cool look. I just wanted to talk about new product. So this I have used a few times. It is like an icy white gold, icy white gold, kind of like a duochrome highlighter. Definitely comes out very goldy, but I like it. So this I have been loving. Honestly, I very rarely run into an Anastasia product I don't like. I really think they are one of my favorite brands. I remember when I made my Get Ready With Me, when I was getting ready for my engagement photos, and I didn't mean to, but by the end of it I was like, I use the majority of Anastasia products. Okay, so how much is this? Okay, Anastasia Ice Out Highlighter is $34. I do really recommend this for lighter to mid-tones, lighter to medium tone skin tones. Lighter to medium. I don't know why I can't word this right. But if you are a little bit deeper of a skin tone, this may be too light for you. I will say their Sun Dipped Glow palette. Sun Dipped Glow Kit. Their Sun Dipped Glow Kit is really, really beautiful for deeper skin tones. So I don't know. Let's see if I can get this. Can I get this to focus? I don't know if you guys can. Anyway. So that I do highly recommend. I hope you guys can see it on my face there. I think you can. I hope. Okay. Trying to think what is next. Let's give myself some lips. So this is a new product. Not the lip liner. This is just the NYX lip liner in the shade Nude Beige. So we got a lot of snow here. Not a lot, I shouldn't say a lot. We got some snow here in Michigan. So coming through my windows is like the brightest white light because it's reflecting. Okay, so the next product is the NYX High, is it Shine Loud? Yeah, Shine Loud. I bought 3 of these. These retail for, I should look all this up beforehand. These retail for $11.50. These have been a huge seller. They keep selling out. I got mine in the shade, what's it called? Where the hell's the shade? I feel like these don't say the shades on them, but that's alright. So I'm going to use this like purpley mauve. It has like a grayish undertone. So you put the one side on and it dries completely matte. Ew, my lips are so dry. The texture is so bad. Not because of the product, because my lips are just super dry. So we're going to let this dry down. We're going to let this dry down, and then you put the gloss part on top. Now I will say, I have worn these under a mask. These do not move. I will say the darker shade, like the inner rim, wore off really fast and it became pretty obvious, but I think that's because my lips are so dry. But the lighter shades, it wasn't as bad wearing off in the inner rim, but these did not transfer on my mask. Nothing. I didn't get, usually like from moving my mask throughout the day, I end up with these like huge marks of like lipstick on my chin, and these did not do that. The gloss part wore off obviously, but the color stayed. So obviously it's kind of like silly to have a gloss right now under a mask because, you know, but if you're going in somewhere really quick or something like that, I think these are a really good idea. Or eventually when we don't have to wear a mask anymore, they'll be really nice. Or if you're going into a restaurant and you're just like having the mask on and then you sit down and you take it off, these would be nice going out. Highly recommend. So, I am going to go ahead and do my brows off camera. Anastasia Brow Wiz, not new. And yeah, I'll be right back. The next product is pretty new. It's part of the Morphe 2 line. It's one of their Jelly Eye Shimmer, and it's in the shade Confetti. First of all, do I have lipstick on my teeth? No. Okay. Second of all, they need to do better with the packaging. So if it weren't for somebody I know like opening it and looking at it, I would have never even glanced twice at this product. So shade Confetti. I don't know if you guys can see, it just has like a taupey, very underwhelming top, doesn't look glittery, shiny, nothing. Open it up and it's like the most beautiful, can you guys see? Let's see. And it's like a super pretty, shimmery, shiny, glittery goodness. It has like a multi-tonal glitter to it, and I'm like, that is not what I would guess from the packaging. So, I'm debating if I should use a brush. I'm not going to be doing like a look really with it, like a crease color and all of that, because the next product I want to try are the mascaras, and I really just want to see the mascara. So let's just put a little bit on the lid with a brush. I do kind of want to, ooh, it feels cold. Okay, so the glitter is very, very pretty. There's no like how it looks like there'd be like a base color behind it. There's not, which is a little weird. Like it looks like there would be that mauvey, taupey mauvey tone behind it, but really just the glitter shows up, which is fine. Like I'll definitely use it, but it's not like the color I thought it would be. Yeah, it's more of like a sheer kind of topper sort of thing. I don't even know if it's like showing up on camera. You guys see that at all? I think you guys can see it. Again, I'm still learning with this whole camera thing, so. Okay, so it goes on feeling very like wet and cold. But it dries down, so I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully you can. And the next two products are what I am most excited about. Maybelline Sky High Mascara and the L'Oreal Pure Volume? Air Volume. So the reason I got both of them, I want to compare them because I felt like they had similar marketing. Sky High, Air Volume, Rose Gold Tube. So I kind of wanted to see, I feel like they're kind of like competitors right now. So I wanted to see which one I liked better. So I think I'm going to do the Sky High on my right and the Air Volume on my left. So, Air Volume. Ooh, it just got super sunny out. Should I turn my lighting down? Okay, I turned my lighting down a little and I think this is better, hopefully. And then of course it gets gloomy. Okay, Michigan, that's fine. Okay, so L'Oreal Air Volume on my left. So this has more of your typical, like, I call it a natural bristle. I mean, I don't think it's natural, but not silicone bristle. Has like a very straight, can you guys see that? Brush. Not super fluffy, nothing crazy. All right. I know people are like, you don't curl your lashes. I used to curl my lashes all the time. And I always felt like I got a very like right angle, almost bent look to my lashes. And I actually lost my eyelash curler years ago and preferred the way my lashes looked when I wasn't using it. So, I don't know. I thought about picking one up again and trying it, but I don't know if you guys can see. So far, I'm just kind of building it up. It's not clumpy. I actually really like the way this looks so far. I feel like in the drugstore world, Maybelline and L'Oreal are the two best mascara brands. Or brands for mascara. They're not just a mascara brand, but you know what I mean. I do feel like that gave length, volume. I don't feel like it's clumpy. I feel like it built up really well. I don't feel like it's too wet of a formula, and I don't feel like it's too dry of a formula either. So, you guys can see that. Hopefully you can. That is the L'Oreal Pure Volume. Why do I keep saying Pure Volume? Air Volume. Okay, now for the Maybelline Sky High. We're going to do that on my right. This has your typical, let's see. Ooh, is it focusing? Your typical synthetic brush. Ooh, and back to me. Okay. It kind of reminds me of the Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit, which I know a lot of people love it. I don't love Bad Gal Bang. I love Roller Lash from them, but I don't like Bad Gal Bang. So let's see. This has a very, very flexible wand. So like when I'm pushing up, it has a lot of give, which I don't love. But let's see. Now I will say, Air Volume, I guess more volumizing. Sky High, I believe is supposed to be more lengthening. So first couple swipes, the Air Volume definitely deposited more product. I'm really having to build up with this, but it's not getting clumpy, so I don't mind building. This has a much like wispier look to it, which I do like. So far, I mean, I like both of them. I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably layering them. Let's see how much more I can build this. Yeah. The thing I don't like about this brush is just that it's so flexible. Like trying to go in with it and like really separate, the brush is like giving too much. So that, I think the application's making it more difficult. Or it's making the application more difficult, but I mean, we got there. Now I feel like to get volume, I feel like I really had to put on a lot of product. Like my lash feels heavy. I feel like I have a lot of mascara on to get the desired volume. But it has a very flared out look, which I really like. So I don't like the application of this. I don't like the flexibility of the brush. But overall, I am enjoying the way these lashes look better. So I think if I were to layer the mascaras, it would be a perfect combination. If I did like a little bit of the Sky High and then a little bit of the Air Volume just to get a little bit of volume instead of putting 500 coats of the Sky High on, I think we might have a winner. I'm gonna let these dry for a minute and see if this like wet, heavy feeling goes away. Because right now they feel wet. Like I hope I don't sneeze. Now that it's dried, it's not feeling so heavy, so it is definitely more of a wet formula, which as long as it dries down and doesn't feel gunky, I don't mind a wet formula. So yeah, I mean, definitely I like them both. I'm going to keep them both. I'm probably going to layer them, but if I had to pick one, I do think the Sky High from Maybelline is just a hair better. The application was a little bit more annoying, but the length payoff, I feel, and although yes, I had to layer it, I do feel like I got more of the look that I desire at the end, if that makes sense. So yeah, I really like both of them. I don't think you can go wrong with both. But if I had to choose, I think Maybelline won this one. So yeah, that's all I really have. So quick synopsis of the new products. I'm not loving it. I don't even know if I'm going to have to do a wear test throughout the day. I might just to kind of show you guys, but I don't even like the way it initially looks today. So this Morphe foundation might be going back. I'm wondering if it's the color, if I had a little bit darker of a shade, if I might like the way it looks, but right now it looks textured to me, like grainy, if that makes sense. So not necessarily loving that. This is like an oldie but goodie, kind of new but not. So love the Balance and Brighten Baked Powder from Laura Geller. The Anastasia Highlighter in the shade Iced Out. I love it. I can't speak to how long it wears. Again, just from wearing a mask all day. My blush and bronzer and highlighter, when I do wear it, doesn't wear as long. So I'm assuming if it's just like their other formulas that without the mask it would wear just as long as usual. So love the shade. really, really liking these. Again, I wore these under a mask. They did not transfer to the mask. They did not smear on my face. The only thing I will say is the darker shade, which I think is, I don't know where the darker, I think this is the darkest one I got. It did wear off in the inner rim. I think that's just because my lips are really dry. And so it did start to look patchy on the inner rim a little bit. But other than that, I really like these. Let's see what else. And then I think, so the foundation highlighter, this, I hope you guys can see it. It is really pretty. It's not, it doesn't have that base color behind it like I thought it would, which is okay. It's more of a topper, but the glitter in it is really pretty. It dried down, so I do think this is worth the purchase. And then the two mascaras. Like I said, I'm probably going to layer both of them because they both have qualities that I like, but if I was gonna do one over the other, even though I don't like how flexible the brush is, I do think the Maybelline side just turned out a little bit better, I guess. I was able to achieve the volume that this gave, but also got length from it. So I think that's it. And yes, I filmed with my new camera, so yay! I hope that you guys see an improved quality. And then, of course, I mean, I'm still learning the camera, so yeah, I'm sorry if I'm like looking here and looking there. It's hard to get used to. And I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe. I really want to be putting out more videos. I have a little setup here that should make it really easy for me to just like turn the camera on and film. And yeah, that's all I really have. I hope you guys are doing good. Hope your 2021 is better than last year already. What are you guys doing for you this year? I know that it sounds funny, but I'm trying to take more vitamins, I'm trying to drink more water, I'm trying to drink like 3 of these a day, I'm drinking collagen again in my coffee, so just trying to focus on me a little bit more this year, and that's all I really have. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one.